Friday, May 7th. What's going on? Just going to do a little preview here of CNN 10. So Carl starts with a pretty bold statement, and he says that carrots don't belong in cake. Well, I happen to love carrot cake. I don't know about you, but I think carrots do belong. They don't taste like carrots when you put them in cake. It's good. So the first thing they're going to talk about is India is still struggling. You'll see some pictures of that, unfortunately. Luckily, most of the things are blurred out, so it's not that bad. But 412,000 new cases one day this week, and that set a new record. 4,000 deaths in one day, new record, unfortunately. They're also going to talk about Japan. So they're going back to Japan because, one of the biggest, the world's biggest sporting event is going to be taking place this summer in Japan, hopefully. But what's happening is that they are going back into like an emergency lockdown for the rest of the month. So for the whole month of May, they are going to be pretty restrictive of where they can travel. I do want to share a map of Japan just in case you've forgotten where Japan is located. Right here. It's an island nation, not far from North Korea, South Korea. India's over there. So it's definitely the part of the world we've been talking about. Asia. Yeah, the whole thing is Asia, but Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, Japan. There will be a video I'm going to ask you to watch today about Afghanistan. Yesterday, we talked about how if the Taliban gets back into power, it could mean really bad things for women and girls because they don't really value women and girls as much. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But the video you'll watch today that takes place in Afghanistan is like total girl power. Pretty awesome stuff there. Japan is dealing with what we've had to deal with since last March, and that is balancing the economy with safety. It seems like you can't do both. If you keep everybody inside and safe and not let the disease or the virus spread, you're going to be hurting the economy. And if you let the economy go and open up restaurants and bars and stadiums, well, then the virus spreads. So Japan is at that trying to balance that those two things with the economy and health. And I don't know. I don't think we ever got a good handle on it. Luckily, the vaccine, the next country they talk about actually is the United States and how we're doing like relatively well compared to most of the other countries. I know some of my friends in Canada, they're still in a hard lockdown. They're fining people for leaving their houses without a good reason. So things are getting better here. Things are looking up in the United States. One thing, this is not on CNN 10, but I saw NASCAR. There's a race sometime this summer. It's going to be at full capacity. Like the stadium or the racetrack will be full. Now it is outside. That's good. But I mean, I think with the vaccines, cases are going down, will continue to go down. Looks like things are getting better. Hey, you probably don't care. I care. I got the question right. I knew it. So one for me. Hopefully you can get it too. I can't say the next city that we're going to talk about because that's the answer. But most of the last part of CNN 10 is about a CNN 10 hero that is helping. It started out helping just young girls who were struggling in school with, every need possible. Maybe they came from an abusive home. Maybe there was violence in the neighborhood. They'll talk about all of those things. But since winning the CNN 10 Hero Award a couple years ago, they've expanded the program to include struggling boys in high school. And now, since the pandemic started, they've gone a lot more online. I found the same thing, that a lot of people are struggling with online learning. Like they're not attending school as much. We see that in my class. The last one is about hotels, high-end hotels like the Hilton, pretty high-end hotel, costs a lot of money to stay there. They're now I don't think any in the United States, but like in England and Ireland, they're including these like high-end dog meals. So like very expensive meals for dogs to, I guess, I think they said thank the dogs for being so good to their owners during lockdown. I don't know. If you're a dog person, you might like that story. And then, of course, this is Friday. So there is a montage of all of the stories they've had over the week. I really enjoy watching those. They're usually like a minute. You've probably seen them with the music and everything. They put a commercial right in the middle. I was all getting into it, and then commercial. I didn't like that. All right. Have a good rest of the class. Yeah, I think I've talked about everything. Yeah. I mean, just really quick, Afghanistan airline, this guy named Josh Cahill, first ever all female flight crew, pilots, everything in Afghanistan, a country where it was illegal like 20 years ago to educate women. You'll see there's a whole crew, women flying in Afghanistan. Looks pretty cool. Hope you enjoy.